I wanted to do a quick little walkthrough and look at some of the volunteer things that are in the garden right now. It's a little bit windy, so I'm hoping that it'll work all right. I'm in the greenhouse, even with the shade cloth and the door open, and we only have a small vent right now. It's still 106 degrees in here, so whew, toasty, but we don't really have anything growing in here. I have one, what is this? Philippine orchid, but I think it likes the heat and the sun. So, and then also our Venus flytrap, which loves being out here because it's hot and humid and there's lots of bugs to eat. So, sorry, we'll go outside and take a look. Okay, I think the wind died down a little bit. I'm back outside. She's a little toasty today. As soon as I walk outside, my sunglasses fog up. And apparently when I say the wind died down, I mean it is slightly less horrible. So, I put some mulch in a couple beds, or compost. And my compost pile has been kind of questionable lately. It just didn't seem like it was heating up ever, but it's, you know, it's been a pile for like 6 months. So I thought, you know what, I'm just gonna use it. It's a nice consistency, great. So I put it in this bed and I got some volunteers. So clearly there were some seeds in there that did not die. So we have a bunch of these guys, pumpkins of some sort of pumpkin or squash or something. I guess still won't come off. There we go. So that'll be interesting. And most of these are some sort of squash anyway, so I'm just gonna leave them. They can grow out of the bed. It'll be fun. I actually really like volunteers. It's just kind of a fun little thing. Then I got a bunch of these. And these are everywhere in really big clumps. And my phone tells me they could be tomatoes. I'm not sure if I believe that because I don't recall throwing a whole lot of tomatoes in the compost, but I might have. So we're gonna leave those and see what happens when they get a little bit bigger. But they're starting to get second leaves on them. So I don't know, but it's kind of fun. Here's another one. Now you can see, you know, they do look like tomatoes. I should pull one and see if it smells like a tomato. Kind of. Oh, sorry, wind. So that is what I got growing in there. Same on the other side. I also used the same compost in the strawberry bed. Sorry. Apparently the wind did not actually. More potential tomatoes. When these get bigger, I definitely am going to start pulling them out. So, maybe how about the ones all around the strawberries, because we really don't need those in there. But I got more potential pumpkins growing in my strawberries. Probably going to have to pull those out as much as it's going to hurt me. So that is the extent of the volunteers from the compost. But I also have a couple others. Here we go. Everything's getting blown down. I have this sunflower. These peas. I'm running away. Hang on, peas, hang on. And you can see everywhere along here, I have got hollyhocks. Hollyhocks, hollyhocks, hollyhocks. They are everywhere. More over here. The bigger ones. Plus I think there's another sunflower here. Giant hollyhock in the potatoes. And I was over here pulling weeds the other day. And I noticed these guys look an awful lot like marigolds. And when I pulled one, it smelled like a marigold. So I think I have volunteer marigolds. Oh, yeah, look, there's a flower. Awesome. saves me some planting. So in addition to volunteer marigolds in here, I also was over here. There's another marigold. Oh, it needs to get flower already too. And I've got this guy here. Pretty sure that is a volunteer tomato because I did not put one in there, so that must be a copia. Because I think that's all I had here was the brandywine and the copia, and that's definitely not a brandywine. So I got a volunteer tomato. Definitely, I'm really into the volunteers, so bring them on. Some are in weird places, but like in the middle of my pathway. I've got these that I transplanted like one little bit and they exploded, so I'm actually going to have to trim these back. I think this is a goldenrod, but my Shasta daisies are hiding in there. This giant hollyhock. I think there's some butterfly weed in there somewhere trying to come up. And then I've talked about this before, but in addition to all of the hollyhocks everywhere, there's all these little leaves, and I am almost certain those are all volunteer rutabaga. So we'll see when those get a little bigger. I actually pulled out 3 of the 4 rutabaga that were in here because they were just enormous, and they just shadowed everything in here. So they're trying to come back, I guess. I've got a ton of volunteer dill, which I'm a-okay with as well. A bunch of that in there. That's fun. Not sure if I have anything else to volunteer in this bed. It's hard to milkweed, obviously, but I want the milkweed in there. I think this is the butterfly weed I planted, so. And some of the things I did plant last year did not come back. My red hot poker didn't come back. And over here I've got volunteer lettuce. I don't even know when the last time I had lettuce over here was. But I am a fan of the volunteer.